Yes, I buy.
And LJ, why do you think people wear jewelry?
Because uh, uh, I can we can keep a lot of money in jewelry, and when we went to money, we can sell them. So I think yes.
Great. So my only comments, LJ, you did a really good job, was on that last question I asked you. Now you were kind of thinking as you were going, okay? And so when you're doing that, you're repeating yourself a lot, okay? Uh, so something I would recommend is trying to just it's okay to take your time. And you were pausing a little bit at the beginning, but this is for everybody. Feel free if you need to think about your answer to pause and take a little bit of time because I would rather that you pause and then give me a really good answer than pause and repeat yourself and not sound very confident. Okay. And LJ, your response was good, but a word that you might use instead is valuable, right? We buy jewelry because it's valuable, which means that it holds value and then it's worth a lot of money. All right. So valuable is a good word to use if that's your answer. But good job, and you sounded very good, LJ. So we'll go to Daniel now.
Yes.
So Daniel, please tell us your full name,
Yes. My name is Zhang Haotam.
and can you show us your ID?
Yes, of course. Here you go.
And Daniel, where are you from?
Yes. I come from Sin State. And tôi làm tổng sĩ công việc.
Uh, Daniel, do you work or study?
I'm studying the English language. I'm a student.
Daniel, do you wear any jewelry?
No, actually, I don't like those kind of jewelry, but I just like for invest money.
What kind of jewelry do you like for investment?
Yes, because when we bought those kind of jewelry like a ring or earring, some jewelry, uh, you can invest your money and on the other hand you can save money.
And do you buy jewelry or do you want to buy jewelry?
I just want to buy
Okay.
this.
Very, very good job. And you answered some of my other questions in your previous questions, which was good. Something that I really liked that Daniel did was he was thinking about his answers. So he wasn't repeating himself because he was taking the time to kind of go slow. He wasn't speaking very fast, and he was able to think about what he said before he gave me an answer. And so that was really good, Daniel. The only comment I
Yes.
have is that I didn't, when I asked you where you were from, you gave me an answer, but I'm not sure where that is in the country. So remember, I said try to give me a geography of it. So like LJ said, he was from the west of Myanmar. So uh, in the future, if someone asks you where you're from, try to give them a little bit more than the name of the state you're from, and try to position it in the country: the west, the north, the south, the capital city if you're from or if you're from the capital city. But other than that, really good job, Daniel. You did a good job. We'll go to uh, Sue.
Yes.
So, Sue, what is your full name?
Yes, my full name is Sue Mayhem.
And can we see your ID?
Sure. Here.
And where are you from, Sue?
I'm from Yekta, this very beautiful place, and it is located in the south of the country.
And are you working or studying?
And now I'm student. I'm learning the English languages.
Sue, do you wear any jewelry?
Yes, I often wear the jewelry because it is make me more beautiful.
What kind of jewelry do you like?
I love the different jewelry, but especially necklace and also earring. Yeah.
And do you buy jewelry?
No, I don't buy because I'm student. That's why I don't have any money, and also I can afford to buy.
And Sue, why do you think that people wear jewelry for a long time?
Almost people love to wear the jewelry because when they wear the jewelry, so they have a more confidence and they make the jewelry is make more you're very beautiful.
Excellent job, Sue. You had a really good pace throughout. So you weren't going too fast and you weren't going too slow. And I was able to understand everything that you were saying. And you also had some really good answers. They were short, but they were clear and they were intelligent. So it was a really good response overall. And so I don't really have any other comments than that. So good job. We'll go now to Kino. So Kino, what is your full name?
Yes, my full name is Nami Dujo.
And can we see your ID?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Where are you from, Kino?
Yes, I'm from Myanmar. This is one of the Asian country.
And are you working or studying?
I'm a student and I'm learning English.
And Kino, do you wear any jewelry?
Yes, sometimes.
What kind of jewelry do you like?
Necklace and ring.
Do you buy any jewelry?
Not yet.
And why do you think that people wear jewelry for a long time?
Because some of the people they want to wear, but some of the people they want to beautiful.
Great job, Kino.
Yes.
You sound a lot more confident now than you did last time, which is really, really good. So I have two questions, or I have two comments. The first is that when I asked you where you were from, you said Myanmar, and it's an Asian country. So Asia is a big continent, right? There are a lot of countries in Asia. There's Myanmar, there's India, there's China, there's Japan. And so when you say it's an Asian country, it can be difficult for people in America or the UK to understand exactly where Myanmar is, which is why I suggest that you just say it's in the north, where you're from is in the north, the west, the east, the south of the country. It's just easier that way for probably the person giving you the exam. Or you can say Myanmar is next to Thailand, or Myanmar is next to Bangladesh, or another country. That might be easier as well. But Asia is kind of big, right? So we want to kind of make it smaller. And then the only other comment I have, Kino, is at the end you say people wear jewelry because it makes them beautiful. You were missing two words, and that was to be.
To be.
Yes, and that it helps people to be beautiful, right?
Yes.
That's a better way to say. You said something like it helps beautiful, right? Helps to be beautiful, right? Those are some words we add in there to make it more clear. But other than that, that was a really good response.
Yes. Interesting.
And now Jasmine.
Yes.
So Jasmine, what is your full name?
My full name is Isabel Lang.
And can we see your ID?
Yes, sir. Here you go.
Where are you from?
I'm from Shan State. It's located in the east part of the Myanmar, and it is one of the border city of Myanmar and Thailand as well.
And where are you working or studying right now?
I'm a student and currently I'm studying English. Yes.
Do you wear any jewelry?
Yes, I often wear jewelry, especially ring and earrings.
And what kind do you buy jewelry?
Yes, if I have a chance, I try to buy. Yes.
Jasmine, why do you think that people wear jewelry for a long time?
Yes. Jewelry is sometimes is help people to more good expression, and for the ladies, when they wear earring or something, a jewelry, it make confidence. Yes, it's very confident, and it's easy to keep a valuable thing near to us instead of keeping money. Yes.
Okay. Good job, Jasmine. The only comment I have, and you did a really good job with the question, where are you from? I liked how you said where it was in Myanmar, but that it also is near Thailand. I can picture it right now where that is on a globe. You had in your last answer, you had a sentence that was like, it helps make confident. It helps someone make confident. We want to
Yes.
say make them confident, right?
Yes.
Because make confident doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but make them confident. I know who we're talking about, which is them, which is other people.
Yes.
So that's just one change that I would make. But good job.
Yes. Thank
So
you.
yeah, great job, everybody. That was much better than the last class we had. So you guys are obviously doing a good job practicing with your friends. For our new students, if anybody wants to try the interview, I know you guys are at level 2 right now, but if you guys want to try the interview, just kind of unmute your microphone and we'll go. But I don't want to force anybody to do it if they don't feel at the right level.
Mr. Daniel, I stay
Oh,
left.
so I'm so sorry. So I missed you.
Yeah.
Thank you for speaking up. So we'll do Salai. The best for last. We have a saying, the best for last. So Salai is going to be the best. So Salai, what is your full name?
Yes, my full name is Lango Tongwang.
And can we see your ID?
Yes, here, sir.
Salai, where are you from?
I'm from Rakhine State. Yeah, it's coastal region. It's located at the west of Myanmar.
And are you working or studying?
Yeah, and now I'm studying English at the MBC Education. Yeah, I'm a student.
Do you wear any jewelry?
Yeah, sometimes like going to traditional festival and also wedding ceremony.
What kind of jewelry do you like?
Yeah, absolutely range.
Could you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Ring.
Rings. Do you buy rings?
Yeah.
Salai, why do you think that people wear jewelry for a long time?
Yes, as far as I'm concerned, I think when the people want to depress or want to show their standards at the time, they wear jewelry, some jewelry, and then collection jewelry is becoming famous and popular among the people. That's why.
Excellent job, Salai. The best for last. You did a really good job. You were very clear. You had a good pace, and your answers were a really good length. You weren't just saying yes, no. You were saying your answer and then explaining beyond your answer. So it was really, really good. I don't have any comments for you. The only thing, it might have been the computer. I couldn't hear you say rings, but I think it was the computer. I don't think it was you. So excellent job, Salai. The best for last. And so now, any of our level 2 students, if you want to try the interview, and let me make sure I didn't miss anybody else. Okay, so the level 2 students, if you would like to try, unmute your microphones, and we'll practice the interview. But if you don't think you're ready, that's fine. Anybody?
Yeah, I want to try it.
Okay.
Also.
All right. So, what is your full name?
My full name is Incomplete.
And can we see your ID?
Of course, here's my ID.
Where are you from?
I'm from Eugenia. It's the capital city for Gachet State, and it is a pleasant cities in our country.
And are you working or studying?
I'm now a student. My specialization is law. On the other hand, I'm studying English as well.
Do you wear any jewelry?
Yeah, sometimes I wear a necklace, but it's not a precious thing. It's just like a fancy.
What kind of jewelry do you like?
I like necklace and rings.
Do you buy jewelry?
Yes, of course. I have money. I will buy it.
Why do you think people wear jewelry for a long time?
I think today, nowadays, today is 21st century. Most of the girl wears the jewelry for upgrade their gorgeous, and accessory makes upgrade our fashion as well. Yeah, I feel like that.
Could you repeat your last answer?
Oh, of course. Nowadays, today is 21st century, so most of the girl wear necklace, fancy like that. Is the accessory makes upgrade our fashionables and confident as well.
Excellent, excellent job. That was really good for a level 2 student. You were very clear. You had excellent vocabulary. The only real comment I have is in your last answer, you said something like, now's the day to start off. So I think what you mean is nowadays. And that's a saying we have in the US. Nowadays, not now the days. So that's just a small thing that you can fix. But other than that, I thought that was a really, really strong response for a level 2 student, and you should be proud of yourself. So we'll go on to, there's 3 more level 2 students if anybody wants to try.
Yes.
Okay.
And I want to
So I can hear you, but barely. You're kind of, I can just barely hear your voice. I don't think it's you. I think it's the computer. So I'll try to my best to listen. What is your full name?
Yes, my full name is Vanessa.
And can we see your ID?
Yeah, yeah.
Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Yangon. It's located in southern Myanmar. It's also known as a business city of Myanmar.
And do you work or study?
Yeah, I'm a student, so I study English.
And do you wear any jewelry?
Yes, I always wearing ring and earring.
Do you buy any jewelry?
Yeah, I want to, but I can't afford to buy. Yeah.
Why do you think people wear jewelry for a long time?
Yeah, when they wearing jewelry, it make them hair beautiful and too confident. Yes, I did like it.
Excellent, excellent job. So once again, for a level 2 student, that was really good. The only comment I have is, And first of all, I really liked your answer on where you are from, because you told me a little bit more about Yangon, that it's the business center of your country. So that's some information I didn't know. But my only comment is, in your last answer, you said when they wearing. Okay. We want to say when they wear. Okay. That's proper English. It's when they wear, not when they wearing. Okay. But other than that, it was a very good response. All right. So does anybody else? We have 2 more level 2 students.
Yes, Mr. Daniel. I want to try.
All right, Heinz. So what is your full name?
My full name is Nimia Duheng.
And can we see your ID?
Yes, sure. Here, please.
Heinz, where are you from?
I'm from Ugina, which is located in the north of the Myanmar, and where the ALD River starts to flow all through the country.
And Heinz, are you working or studying right now?
Currently now, I'm studying English in the EOE class. Yes.
And do you wear jewelry?
Usually I don't wear, but in the ceremony or in the day that we have to celebrate something, yeah, I wear like watch or sometimes fancy things.
Do you buy any jewelry?
Not. I don't buy any jewelry because I guess I think I don't need those jewelry in this age. Maybe in the future I will.
And Heinz, why do you think that people wear jewelry for a long time?
In my opinion, they want to be more gorgeous, and they want to be beauty. They want to be proud than other and be confident than other. Yes.
Excellent job, Heinz. I really, again, I don't have many comments for you because it was a great interview. The only thing that I noticed was, and your last response, you said, in my opinions, right? So you don't need to make it plural, because opinions mean you have multiple, right? Here, you could just say, in my opinion, not opinions. But that was the only thing I noticed. So that was really, really good. So I think there's one more level 2 student.
Maybe she lost connection.
Yeah, I don't see her anymore. All right. So we'll go on to the second part. First of all, great job, everybody. I was very, very happy with your responses. You guys sounded excellent today. So we're going to go on to the second part, which is the cue card. And what I'm going to do is put it into the chat. Either I will or one of your other teachers will. And I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to write down a response ahead of time. So I'll give you a couple minutes to look over and try to come up with some notes that'll help you, because it needs to be one big response. So it's not going to be me asking you each question. I'm going to just call on you, and I'm expecting a couple of sentences for you to say about that should answer all the questions. So let me put it in the chat here. So it might take a minute or so, because I think I have to send it to your other teacher, and they have to send it to you. But in the meantime, I'll talk about what the prompt actually is, and that is you have to describe a rule at your that's in your school or your work. And since most of you are going to school right now, it's going to be a rule that you have at school. And there's 4 smaller questions that you have to answer. First is, you have to tell me what the rule is. You have to tell me what happens when people break the rule. You have to tell me why this rule is important. And you also have to tell me how you feel about the rule. Okay? So, can you guys see the chat or no?
Yes, we got the question.
Great. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys, we'll say a max of 5 minutes to go over and try to write down a couple sentences for you to say, or just some notes, and then we'll get started. Does everybody think they're ready? Get a thumbs up or something. Do you guys want some more time, or do you think if somebody feels like they can go now, that'll give you more time to work on your answer. All right. Maybe I have to call on somebody. All right. I think that's what I think I'll call on somebody. We'll start with Junie.
Yes.
All right. Whenever you're ready, Junie.
Yes, I'm waiting to answer your question.
So you can just start with your answer.
Oh, yes. Okay. It's perfect. Um, the rule is like don't speak Burmese, and also wear smart shoes when you come to school. And also the teachers scold us and really get mad at us when we break the rule and regulations. And also it is important to all be disciplined because some of the peoples become a better persons because they follow rule and regulations. For example, some of the countries become developed countries because they prioritize and adhere to rule and regulations. That's why that is important for us following rule and regulations. And the last one is the last question. I forgot. Yes, sometimes it's too hard, too difficult to follow rule and regulations, but no matter how difficulties the rule and regulation we have in our school, I try to follow them. I try to obey disciplines. I think and also it will be making me a better person in my futures. That's why I try to follow rule and regulations, and those are making me a better person.
Okay. So
Thank you.
I'm going to try to keep comments for everybody kind of short because I don't want to take too much time. My only two comments are that your response was a little long, okay, and you were repeating yourself, right? So a helpful tip that I give you guys is as soon as you say something, as soon as you say a sentence, remove it from your mind. Don't say it again. It's gone, right? You say the one sentence, don't think about that again. Don't repeat those words again, or try to. And that way your response can build on itself. Okay, I answer one question, then I answer the next question, and I don't go back to previous questions. But that was really the only thing, is that your response was kind of long and then you started repeating yourself. So we'll go on to Sue now.
Yes. The school rules are very important for a student. It is very necessary for all of our students. And my school rule is don't be late to school. If you late to school, maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes, so you need to dance and you need to sit in front of the people and you need to pay the money. You need to pay money, but as even though many students they have a rule, but they quickly and they break the rule easily. So, and the last question.
So you.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine. I heard most of it, so just pick up with why the rule is important.
So let me start. So, the school rules are very important for a student. It is very necessary for all of our students. My school rule is don't be late to school. If you late the school maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes, so you need to pay money and you need to dance and sing in front of the people. And even though they have a rule, some students are break the rule easily. So this is not good for you, and this is not good for the future. And the rule is very important for me because we are students. That's why we shouldn't late the school, and we shouldn't late the school. It is very important for us. Yes.
Very good. Very good. I don't have really many comments about that response because it's your opinion, right? When we give our opinion, it's tough for me to criticize because I'm not you. I don't go to your school. I don't know the rules of your school. So, so yeah, it was a good response. Like, you were very clear and provided your opinion. So good job. We'll go on to LJ.
Yes. Um, uh, we had um, um, we had a lot of rule in my school. Maybe a 47. I'm not sure. One of the important rule is no Burmese. And when we break the rule, we give punishment $1 and we sign. And this, I think, this rule is so important because this rule is make me improve my English speaking and listening skill also. And I really I really happy this rule because when I attended this when beginning attended this school, I am so shy and speaking English and I'm afraid. But now I'm not afraid speaking English because of this rule. Yes.
Okay, so good job, LJ. Very clear response. I have two comments. First is it wasn't clear what the rule was. Okay, and that so I while the rest of your response was clear, I couldn't understand what the rule was, so it made it difficult for me to understand. So can you tell us what the rule is?
Rule.
Yes, the rule that you were talking about. What is it exactly?
No Burmese rule. I cannot
No.
speak Burmese in the
Oh,
school.
okay.
Oh yes.
Okay. Yeah, so try to make that very clear because if I don't know what the rule is that you're talking about, it makes it difficult for me to understand the rest of your very good response. And then you said a word ashamed, right?
Ashamed.
Did you say the word ashamed in your response? You said afraid, and then before that, you were, I think
Oh,
you were
shy. Shy.
shy.
SHY.
Yeah. Okay.
SHY.
So good. So it needs. So it's pronounced shy, like
Shy.
shy. Perfect. Yeah, that's how you say it. Shy. I feel very shy.
I'm very shy. Yes.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So, great job, LJ.
Yes,
And so
thank
we'll
you.
move on to Salai.
Yes, the rule that is set up in our school for us, yes, is very famous rule among the students. Yeah, this is we have to communicate and we have to speak only English language when we are here at in the compound of our school. And this rule is complained most of the students about the rule, and student often break the rules. And also when we break the rules, we have a three chance. First time when we break the rule, they will tell you, they will explain us again. No Burmese. We have to speak and we have to communicate all in English language. And second time, we have to pay 5,000 Myanmar kyats. And that time we have to pay again 5,000, and they will call our parents to discuss and to about the rules. Yeah, I think this rule is very important for us. It refers students how can follow up their rules and regulations, and also to improve our English skill. Yeah, I think I feel about the rule is very important for us to build our confidence. That's what this rule. Thank you.
Okay. Very good. You were cutting out a little at the end there, but I heard most of your response. And so it was very detailed. I liked how you really went into detail on what the rule actually means for you guys. There's like 3 steps to it, and you describe each step. So it really helps me understand what the rule actually is and how it affects you. Like, you have to pay money if you keep speaking Burmese. Can you repeat the word campus for me?
Campus.
Good. Okay. When you were saying it before, I wasn't getting the us. You were just saying like camp, right? Make sure we have campus, right? But other than that, good job. All right. Very detailed. We'll go now to Daniel.
Yes. I would like to share about the rule and regulation in our school. I want to talk about the rule of cigarette and also no smoking, accept them. When some students are not follow the rule of cigarette or no smoking, they can got the cancer disease and the is effect of health. This can affect health. Yes, and this rule is important in our school, also in our healthy. Yes, and when I don't smoke the cigarette, I feel very good. I feel very well, and we don't need to go to the hospital and pharmacy. Yes, but without smoking cigarettes is very good for health also. Yes.
Great job, Daniel. One, very good speed, very good pace. You're taking your time, which I like to see, and you're thinking about your answer. The only thing I'll say is, don't try to extend your answer past what it needs to be, right? You had already answered every part, but then you were still trying to think of more things to say. You don't have to do that. Just answer the questions and you're good, okay?
Yes.
Can you pronounce the word heart for me?
Heart.
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 So you want to have a strong A sound. This is for everybody. When you say heart, it's spelled H-E-A. Heart. Har.
Heart.
Okay. So can you do the sound har? Watch my mouth. Har, like hard.
Hard.
That's better. And
Hard.
then, so you have har and then you have art. So can you say the word art?
Art.
It's better.
Art.
Now add an H. Heart.
Heart.
Okay. I think maybe that's something we should work on as a class. I see you guys are also saying it. And I think that's just a difference because Burmese probably doesn't have that sound, and so it's just because that it's not your first language. It's completely fine. But it's sounding a little bit closer now when you say it. So we'll move on. Great job, Daniel. We'll go to Kino.
Yes. In our school, it has a lot of rules and regulations. Like when study time, we are not allowed to use phone, and we have to speak only English language. And also, we have to wear neat and tidy. Even though online class, we have to wear neat and tidy our uniform. When we break the rule, we have to pay 5,000 Jap punishment and other punishment like dancing, singing. Yes, and it is the rule is very important because it might be excellent. It might be as excellent, clever. Yes, and also,
Great.
yes, thank you.
Great. It was good pace. I really liked your pace this time. It wasn't too fast. It wasn't too slow. And you were very clear. It sounded like you had thought out your answer, and so I really don't have any comments. I understood everything. It made sense, and great job. So we can go to Jasmine.
Yes, my school has a lot of rule and regulation, and I want to show you what is the strongest rule in my school. My school is prohibited using all kind of drugs in school. Yes, if we break this rule and if we use some drug in school, we have to expel from school. For example, one of my friends, he smoked in school. He smoked in school, and he was expelled from school without any excuse and any reason. Yes, it's very strong and important in my school. And I strongly support this rule because, drugs can hideously destroy and student future as well. So this school is so important, and it help student future as well. So yes, this is my rule in school that students can break.
Great. Great. I liked how you provided the example of your friend. That adds what we call context, which is like things that help support your answer, right? So when you tell me about your friend who got expelled, this gives context to your answer, which is a good thing. We want context. The only thing I'll say is towards the end, you were starting to repeat yourself a little. So before you do that, again, this is why going slow is important. That way you can say, oh, I'm about to repeat myself again. Let's stop the answer. But other than that, it was really good. Very strong response. So, Tony, do you want to try?
Totally absent.
Yes. In my school, we have lot of rule and regulation. But among them, the most important in school is don't drink alcohol. If we drink alcohol, the rule is so struck in our school, and if we use if we drink alcohol, finally we get out from our school. And the rule is so important in our school, and also we are students, so they didn't allow to drink alcohol.
Okay. So that was it was a little short, and I don't think you answered a lot. You didn't answer, I think, 2 of the questions. So the first one that you needed to answer was what happens when someone breaks the rule. Now I didn't hear you say that. Maybe you did, but I understand you can't have alcohol in school. But what happens if what happens if Daniel brings some alcohol to school? I'm not saying he would, but if he brings alcohol to school, what happens? So you need to tell us that. And how do you feel about the rule? Do you like it? Do you support it? Or do you not support it? Do you think you should have alcohol at school? You need to tell us that. And then you were kind of repeating yourself throughout your answer. So it's important that you be mindful of that and to try to avoid that, like I've been saying to everybody. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions?
Sorry, sir, for this. I don't have question. I don't have answer. And also, yes.
Did you not write down? Did you get to write down the answer?
No, sir. I
Oh,
just
okay.
question and answer.
Okay, then
I'm not prepared for
don't
this.
worry. If you were just doing
Sorry,
it kind of, if you were just reading it and trying to answer, that's different. I gave everybody a couple minutes to write down an answer. So if you didn't do that, that's fine.
Sorry,
okay,
sir.
so no, it's fine. It's fine. We'll move on now to Heinz.
Yes. In our school, there are many kinds of rules and regulations. In there, one of the strict rule is to be in the right time of the class with a full uniform. Yeah, if someone break that rule, we have to get we will get the warn or punishment from the trainers and from the teachers. They will warn us first, and then second time they will tell us and to scan the QR code that they have sent as and send $1 as a punishment. Yes, in the rule, this rule is very important for everyone, not only for me. It's very important for everyone. And as an example, I want to give you, if I sell a picture with no frame, only cost it only get $1, and if sell that picture with frame, yeah, it the price will be get higher. Like if a human also we put the further rules and regulation, our frame or will get higher. So I think its rule and regulation is very important for me, and it will also help it will also help us to shape our future. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So first you were cutting out a little bit throughout your response. Now I understood most of it, but towards the end it kind of didn't really make a lot of sense. So I'm going to try to tell you what I heard, and then you can tell me what you actually said. So it was something like you said, like, imagine a dollar bill in a picture frame. Does that make sense? Because that's what I heard.
Yes, Mr. Daniel. What I mean is, if a picture doesn't have frame, the price will get lower. And human also, if we doesn't have rule, our frame will also go down like that. Mr.
Great.
Daniel.
Okay. So I understand that's an excellent example. Okay. So I'm going to blame that on the computer and not you. So, but that's an excellent example. Use that on the IELTS exam and you'll get a good score. Because that's what we call an analogy. It's an example. That's really good. Can you say the word strict for me?
Yes, strict.
Strict. There should be 2 T sounds.
Street.
Kind of. You're saying street. Okay. We want to say strict. So say strict.
Street.
So just say the sound strict, like, and do what I'm doing where my mouth is going back. Strict. Strict.
Street.
Perfect. And then you just want to add a little T sound at the end of that. Strict.
Strict.
Much better. Much better. That's very close. Good job, Heinz. Remember, it's strict, and then you want to add that little T sound with the air coming out. Strict. Perfect. Yeah, I can see you're doing it correctly. And again, it's like building a muscle. The more you practice, the better you'll get. Let's go now to oh, Salai, did you have a chance to go?
I think I finished part 2
Okay, yeah,
cricket.
you did. I just want to make sure I don't forget you again. So I think Ant, do you want to go?
I think the rule is the principles and instructions that allow what we can do and what we cannot do. And rules and regulations, there's nobody above rules and regulations. And it's really important for everyone, if whether we are working, so we are students, it doesn't matter, that the rule is very important for all of us. And if people break the rules, they can get a punishment at work or at school. I have for some example, my friends, in our school, we have to wear neat and tidy, and we have to wear full uniform. But my friends forgot to wear necktie, so after the class, he paid the money for punishment. That is a kind of system. If we have not a system, it's breakdown system. So actually, we are human and we live in societies, and we have a good system. It can be improve our society. So, in my opinion, rule is a kind of impulse. It can be impulse for us because sometimes we have a time that we don't want to study the lesson, and we don't have to homework. That's have a rule in our school that is, if we don't have finished our homework, we have to pay money for the punishment. So it is a kind of influence for us. So I think the rule is very important.
So you said that you study law, right? Okay, I can tell from your response. It's very philosophical, okay? Because you're talking about how rules are, they're necessary for society, and so you sound like a lawyer. My one comment is, you said in my opinions. Remember, opinions is not plural, right? So you want to take off the S and just say in my opinion. And that's the first thing. And then towards the end, you were kind of repeating yourself again. It's important, even though you had a great philosophical answer, that you still kind of stay on track and just kind of keep it to the point. For the IELTS exam, they're looking for a longer answer, but it shouldn't be like an essay. Like you're kind of doing an essay right now, and you might want to keep it a little shorter. But excellent response. All right, so we can go now to Jubelian.
Yes. Yeah, our school has many rules and regulations. Even though we are online class, we have many rules like wear neat and tidy, don't speak funny, and don't use phone in lecture time. And yes, of course, if we break the rule, we have punished by trainer, like pay 5,000 or like another punishment. This is really important because if we use phone in lecture time, we can catch the lesson, important lesson, like every lesson. That's why we should listen the lecture. That's why we can use the phone. The rule important us because the rule make us a good person. Yes, that's why, in my opinion.
Okay, good job. And I liked how you didn't just talk about one rule. You kind of talked about some of the other rules, I think, as well. And that kind of helped provide what I said before, context to your answer. It provided some examples. And so it was really good. And it was short, but I think you answered everything. And so I don't really have many comments. So good job. So now we have about 20 minutes. the third part of this is the discussion, where I kind of ask. I think I did 2 last time, but I might just do 1 because we're short on time. It's like one deeper question that requires you to kind of give your opinion on whatever question I ask. Now, before I start that, does anybody have any questions about maybe a comment I gave, or you just have a question about vocabulary or pronunciation? And now's a good time for that. All right. If there are no questions, then we can go right into the discussion. So we'll start with, I'll just go here. Salai, we'll start with Salai.
Yes, can you?
Salai, give me your opinion on whether students should create rules.
Yeah, student should involve creating the rules because of mostly the schools are used to make all in based on their opinion and their idea. When they make decision and rules, it doesn't mean I don't mean it is false. It's true their opinion. I mean, but when I think when they make rules and regulations, they should think about it. Their students' difficulties and students' opinion, student idea. If we combine both experience about ideas, we can get good rules and regulation for mutual.
Great. I again, like I said, with your opinions, guys, I can't really comment on your opinions. I can just comment on your pronunciation or something. So good job. Thank you for sharing, Salai. I don't really have any comments. So it was a good response.
Yes, sir.
We'll go now to Daniel. So Daniel, do you think schools should be strict?
Strict. What's the meaning of strict? Strict.
So strict, which by the way, you're pronouncing it correctly, which is good. Strict. Strict means like, should schools be tough? So a strict school has a lot of rules. So should schools have a lot of rules and be strict?
Oh, can you repeat again the question?
Would you like a different question? I can give you a different question if you want.
Yes.
Okay. So what rules should children follow at home?
For children's, yes, they should follow rules and regulation. There is a lot of rules and regulation. I think it depends on their parents and them.
So Daniel, let me ask you, give us a rule that you had to follow in your house growing up.
Yes, in my house, I've is I have to follow a lot of rules and regulations. When my parents give me told me some discipline or rules, I just follow what they told to me about discipline and rules.
Okay. Thank you for trying. I'm going to write down that that's something that we should work on. But thank you for trying, Daniel. I appreciate it. We'll go now to Junie. So Junie, should schools decide how long to be open?
No, absolutely no. School shouldn't decide the length of working hour because this should be like regulated by labor laws and workplace agreement to ensure fairness, consistency, and adherence to legal standards.
Very good vocabulary. And your pronunciation was pretty good as well. Excellent job. Let's go now to LJ.
Yes.
So LJ, what rules should children follow at home with their parents?
Because children cannot decide that what is true and what is false. Children follow rule and regulation at home.
So, what rules specifically? Like, should they obey their parents? Should they do the cooking? Things like that.
Sure. All parents point a good point. So I think how can I say? My parent when I was a child, my parents said, son, you should study hard. I think this rule is important in my life. Yes. We should when I was a child, we should study hard a lot.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So good job. And good job trying that question because it was a little tough. It was a tough question, and you gave it a really good effort. Can you pronounce the word false for me?
False.
False. Like so you have true and then false. So just false.
False.
Good. Okay. When you said it before, it wasn't clear, but now you've got it. So good job, LJ.
Yes, thank you.
We'll go now to Kino.
Yes.
Kino, when can a child be forgiven for breaking a rule?
Sorry, sir.
When can a child be forgiven for breaking a rule?
I have no idea.
So, I'll ask you a different question.
Yes.
Do you think schools should be strict? Should they have a lot of rules?
Yes, of course. Because they because school should straight the rule because student because some of the students are not clever. That's why school should straight the rule.
Okay. So they should have rules for the students who are not clever.
Yes.
So it's for the students who get caught. There should be rules.
Sorry, sir.
So what you're saying is that there should be rules only for the students that get caught doing something bad.
Huh?
So that's what clever means, right? Clever
Yes.
means that you're you are avoiding the rules. Okay.
Yes.
But if I'm not clever, that means that I'm getting caught doing something. I'm getting caught breaking a rule.
Yes.
So the rules should be there for people who get caught breaking rules.
Oh my.
Good answer. Good try. Good answer. I liked it. I thought it was funny. So it was a good answer. Jasmine. Jasmine, do you think schools should be strict and have a lot of rules? You're muted, Jasmine.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yes, I think so, but not in all things. It like we should discuss with children and sometimes parents as well. What kind of rule and what kind of regulation we should make for students? For example, some students they just only make by themselves. Not including student opinions or parents opinions as well. It might not good for future as well. Yes, but if a student school not straight, it might be not good as well. On the other hand, because students, even they are clever, even they're like a normal student, they must follow the rule and regulation, because as their students, they cannot know all detail about their life and the society. So school make way, show the way for them with rule and regulation. Yes. So sometimes it's good that school is strict, but it must combine with students.
Okay.
Yes.
So, good answer. I liked it. But once again, don't repeat yourself. Okay. It's just,
Yes.
it's like you're kind of just saying the same sentence over and over again, right? You answer the question. You did a great job answering the question. And then sort of towards the end, you're just kind of repeating the same sentence over again. Once you're done with your answer, you're done with your answer. You don't have to
Yes.
keep going. There's no time limit, right? As soon as you're done with that answer, you're done. And it was a good answer. So, and can you just say the word strict?
Strict.
Good. Really good. You see, remember that T sound. Strict.
Strict.
Perfect. Great job. All right. So we'll go now to Ant. So Ant, when can a child be forgiven for breaking a rule? And I think she's gone. All right. So we'll move on to, I guess she didn't like the question. So it's, all right. So we'll go now to Heinz.
Yes.
Hi, Heinz. I can't see you, but that's okay. Heinz, when can a child be forgiven for breaking a rule?
When they are breaking a rule, is kind of difficult for the parent to forgive them. Like when they broke something very precious in their house. But however, as we know, the parent love their children, so if they always wait for their children to come and apologize to their parent by themselves, and at the time the parents forgive them and show them that don't do that kind of mistake again, and that the children will be get forgiveness. With that knowledge, the children will know what time they should apologize to other and get the forgiveness from other people. Yes.
Great response to a tough question. The only comments I have, I want you to pronounce 2 words for me. First is children.
Children.
Good. Okay. It wasn't clear when you were saying it before, but now you've got it. Children. And then you said when children apologies to their parents. It's not apologies, it's apologize, right? So the last syllable is different. So apologize. Can you say that for me?
Yes. Apologize.
Perfect. Excellent. And that's all I have for you. Great job. All right. Sue.
Yes.
So, Sue, should students create rules?
Yes, of course. Students should create rules because nowadays the school has only school rules. That's why we should create the rules because sometimes we have a sorry.
No, it's fine.
Sometimes we have a student strikes. That's why we should create the rule. And most of the school and the school rule is very hard for student. It is not good for student. That's why we should create the rule.
Great response. I don't have any comments. So good job. All right. Let's go now to Jubelian.
Yes.
Should schools decide how long to be open?
Yeah, I guess school shouldn't be open.
I mean, should they decide how long to be open? Like, should they be open for 1 hour or 12 hours? Oh, is she gone? I asked the questions and people leave. Okay. All right. Did anybody not have a chance to go for the last round? Oh, Ant is back. Okay. So Ant, should schools decide how long to be open?
I think school have to run open because if I join the 1 hour class, 2 hour class like that, it is not a fit for us. So I think it should be wrong.
Okay, it was a nice short answer. Can't complain. It's your opinion, and but it was very clear. No comments. Let's see. Anybody else not have a chance to go for that last round? Okay, so we're just about out of time. But if anybody has any questions about anything, vocabulary, pronunciation, anything I talked about today, please, now's the time to ask.
Hello, Mr. Daniel.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to know that in reality, IELTS exam, for each part of speaking pattern, how many gives they will give us? How many minutes or seconds they will give us for each part?
For the speaking part, from how I understand it, it's just like a conversation, right? So there's not necessarily a time limit. It's more just a set of things they're looking for, they're checking off boxes. Okay, so for this section, it's not so much about a time limit as the quality of your response, right? So I don't believe there is a clock that is taking time, but that's a very good question. but it's like a conversation, like what we're doing today. Any other questions? All right. If there's no more questions, then I guess I'll see you later. It was great teaching you today. You guys did excellent. I'm really happy with what I saw today, and you guys should be proud of yourselves. And yeah, have a great rest of your day.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Daniel?
Bye. Good night.
Bye.
Yes.
Okay, good. How's this your conversation today?
Right.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it was really good. It was so fun.
It's your prawns. It's very good, right? Okay, good. Thank you. I'm going to stop in there. Hello, Miss. Okay, so Mr. Hein and okay, so Miss Ain and Julian answers everything. Do you like this program?
Yeah,
Yes.
I really love it.